Welcome to this video. I think because I have a microphone in my hand, somehow I think I should be able to sing into it, or maybe I should be a singer. I don't I don't know. It's like when there's a microphone in your hand, it's just that you feel compelled to sing or something. All right, quick video today. I really want to get to this. Imagine this, that you get everything you always wanted. So you're a YouTuber, you get 1 million subscribers, you're an artist, and everyone loves your work. Universal love, universal praise, you get the perfect partner, you get the beautiful house, whatever you want, right? You get it. Imagine that. And now feel into the truth that you will be this much happier when you get all of that. 0% happier, not any happier at all. Isn't that amazing? I had this really deep realization the other day when I realized if I woke up tomorrow and I had 1 million subscribers, which actually that doesn't even mean anything to me anymore. It used to mean so much to me, my subscriber count, views. It just means less and less. I think the more and more you become yourself, the less and less you measure yourself and create stories about results of your work and stuff. I used to create videos, and if they did good, I would create a story, I'm good. And then if they did whatever I deemed was bad, if that's a real thing, I would create a story of I'm unworthy. And when you just start being yourself, it's like you just don't feel the compulsion to make stories about it anymore. Because here's the thing. When you realize in your bones that you're not going to be any happier, long term, if you get, what you think you want, say you're starting a YouTube channel and you want 500,000 subscribers. When you realize in your bones, when you get 500,000 subscribers, you'll be 0% less happier. Of course, you're going to get a temporary high. Of course, when you find the perfect partner, a temporary high, or $1 million, there's a temporary high, right? But once that, it's fleeting, it's impermanent, and it's not real. The only thing that's real, is God's love, right? At the end of the day. And Jessa Reed talks about this, a fundamental flaw that people believe in when it comes to the Matrix is that the Matrix can provide you something that you're not providing yourself. That's a fundamental flaw. The Matrix life cannot provide you anything that you don't provide yourself. So that 500,000 subscribers, the perfect partner, they might give you the temporary high, but then you're going to go right back down to your baseline, of happiness, of fulfillment, or whatever you want to label it as. And so once you realize that, no matter what you receive from the external, it's not going to nothing's going to make you any happier out here. It's just whoa, what a relief, Then you're free because you're not worried about your results anymore, because you're not attaching a story to your results. So then you just get to be you. And that's what you wanted all along. That's what makes you happier, is being you, being yourself, being your authentic self who Source created you to be. There's one of you. Being your unique sovereign self is actually the thing that makes you happier. But everyone's so afraid to do that because they're so invested in getting certain results with their work, with whatever. So they put on a performance to try to get something because they think getting that thing, the views, the likes, the approval, the love from the external is going to make them happier. But it never does. It doesn't last. It's like a day. Maybe you get a day. If you're lucky, you get a week or a month where it seemingly makes you happier. But then you're right back into the same place, and you need more of it. You need more of the validation, the love, the money, whatever the thing is for you, right? And it's never going to be enough. That's why people who reach the top of the hill of wealth and fame report back, hey, it's not what you guys think. It's actually fucking misery. And then the people up there, sometimes they go into really dark places because their illusions have been shattered. Their illusions of once I have enough money or wealth, and once I have enough love from the external, once I have enough fame, then I'll feel whole and complete. And so they go through that experience, like Jim Carrey had that experience, and that led to his awakening, and that's a beautiful response to it. But a lot of other people, unfortunately, have a bit of a different response to it. And so it's important to know that the only thing that actually provides more happiness is you allowing yourself to be you. That's it. Like you connecting to the divine being that you are. You know, happiness, like everyone says, is an inside job. And so this channel, it was really founded, it started like, I want more, you know, I want more comments, I want more likes, I want more views. And sometimes I would get more views and more likes and more comments, and it would feel so good and gratifying for like a few hours, and then I would need another comment, and it never ended. And then God forbid the next day I didn't get any comments, I would be shattered, because my whole sense of well-being was based on just, you know, external results, which have nothing to do with how worthy we are or anything. It's just all, it's all a fabrication. And that's a crazy hell realm to do that. Like I'm going to base my happiness on how, how good, you know, my work does day to day, month to month, year to year, whatever. 'Cause like that's in any of your control anyways, you know. It's like you just do the best you can, and the rest is the light. The rest is up to God. It's really got nothing to do with you. And it just goes back to the simple truth in the Bhagavad Gita. It's like the work is the reward. Being yourself and sharing of your gifts, that's what makes you happier, right? And so this channel, like I said, it used to really be me trying to get more subscribers and likes and stuff, and trying to present myself in a way, at times, not always. I've been very authentic the whole way through as well, but there's been this subconscious thing, at least, where like that was the driving force, and it was misery when I wouldn't get it, and it was momentary, fleeting, very temporary happiness when I would. And so it's evolved over time to now this channel, and I wrote it down here, is really what I wrote down. It's really just about me learning how to be me. It's about how much of my essence, my authentic, unique self, can I start allowing to shine through. It's just like really me getting to know me. You know, it's not about how my videos do with views. It's not about, because one of the things we get tied up in is like we think our results, like our survival depends on getting good results with our work. And from the mind's perspective, you know, that can look really true. But from the deepest perspective, my sustenance, my survival, and yours, it comes from the Divine Mother. It comes directly from God. And so it could come from God and through others into you, and it, you know, in the way of financial support and donations, however you want to look at it. But it really, ultimately, when you can feel that truth, it doesn't actually come from other egos, other minds. It comes from the divine. And once you really can feel into that, then it's like you get to take that pressure off of yourself and the work you produce. And you just get to allow the work to be whatever it wants to be through you. You get to let the divine just dance through you however it wants to, and whatever your gift is. And you get to let go of the responsibility for a certain result being achieved. And there's like a really deep freedom in that. There's like a really creative freedom in that. Like letting go of that control. And so, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, and how things have evolved for me. And I used to unconsciously, I didn't even realize it until pretty recently, if I was feeling a certain way, I would kind of try to do this, you know, like, you know, front up, if you will, or like, okay, I'm about to shoot a video, I'm feeling like a certain way, but I don't want to embody that way, because that way won't get a good result. People won't love me that way. So I've got to not pretend, but I've got to kind of try to shift myself into this other state so I can get the result I want, so I'll be safe and loved, right? That was an unconscious, subconscious pattern going on with me a lot. Whereas now, it's like, okay, how am I feeling in this moment? I feel pathetic, let's just say. I feel like shit. And I've actually done this a few times, as you guys have seen. I'll say to myself, okay, let's just embody what's real and let's speak from there. Because now the main pursuit of this channel isn't results and views and stuff. It's really just, I want to experiment with what's it like to embody all of these parts of me and be seen in this way. Like today I'm feeling stuck and frustrated, and I'm feeling, whatever, despondent and demoralized. Okay, let's embody that and speak about that. And then it's like that gets to be brought to the light, because I'm not worrying about the results, and people aren't gonna like my energy and whatever. And that's been so cathartic and healing for me, and just liberating as fuck, And it's like, oh my gosh, I just get to be me. And I guess that's what I wrote down is, you just get to show up however you are. Just be you. And this goes not just with your creative art. This is life. You just get to be you, and you're paving the way for others to do this. So you might say society doesn't really accept that or something. No, you're a way shower. You're an inspiration. You're showing the world that they get to show up as they are. It starts with you. If it doesn't start with you, then who the fuck does it start with? You are the one who gets to start showing up in the world and embodying authentically how you feel in every single moment, no matter what you're doing. That's a real human experience. You get to show other people what a real fucking human experience is, rather than this act that we all put on because we think we need to act to be safe. Your safety doesn't come from other actors, approving of your acting. Your safety comes from the divine mother, right? It comes from the ground of being. And once you really know that in your guts, in your body, it shifts everything for you. Embody how you authentically feel and speak. And just like that point, you will be happy. You will not be happier with better results. I promise you won't. You will think you will be for like an hour, a day, a month, maybe. But you will not be long term. It's fleeting. You will be happier when you embody what's real. You will be happier when you are yourself. That's when you're happier. You're happier when you give your gifts from a true place. Whatever happens after that, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't add or take away from your happiness. It just doesn't. And that's so beautiful. Then you get to take responsibility for your happiness. Then you get to really hone in on what's going on in here, and you take your focus I want to get certain results and all this, and you place it within you. You place it on God. You place it on Source. And that's when you start getting happier. And that's when your gifts start shining through. And that's when your ego might get what it wants, but it won't fucking matter by then, because you don't need it anyways, right? Because you already found the thing you needed the whole time, the thing you really wanted the whole time. It was within you. And once you find that, who cares what happens? You're free, You just get to be you and enjoy the ride, Source has got your back. The Divine Mother's taking care of you. And then you're an inspiration. You're a way shower. And then you start living in the way that you intended to live when you came here. You didn't come here so you could act your way through it to get approval and love. You came here to be you. There's only one of you. You came here to be unique. You came here to be weird. You came here to be whatever you're going to label who you are. You came here to be that. Be that and feel how good that fucking feels to your nervous system, to your beingness. Feel how much of service you feel when you're doing that, when you're being authentic. And then that's when you discover real happiness. And then you want to be creative because you're happy. It's a beautiful flow. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And like I say, I've been embodying these states in videos. You can make art out of these states that you would think would be rejected by others, or you're afraid to show. Like, I've been trying to make art with these states through these videos. You can do it through painting, through any art form, music. You can really allow these energies to flow. And you'll notice something beautiful when you really just let them flow in an authentic way. It doesn't happen how you think it will. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that this inspires you to just be you. It's so simple, but we're taught so intensely to not do that. It's like It's like your secret superpower is just to be you. Who would have thunk it, right? It's the simplest thing. Oh, just be you. Yeah, life will get so much better when you just be you.